What did I read this year? What have I read this year thus far? I'm filming this on Tuesday, 31 October 2023, Halloween. So I'm going to cover the books I have read the entirety of, though I don't think I've started a book and not finished. January to October 2023. Okay, if I'm recalling correctly. And so that's inclusive. So that means January, you know, midnight or dawn 100 on 1 January 2023 to the end of today. I do have a book in queue to read, but I'm not going to start it, kind of thing. So to the end of today, Tuesday, 31 October 2023. So not all of these books have made my book list, or movie list is a bonus kind of thing. Nor do they all have a corresponding notes video. I think I have 3 entirely new that I haven't brought up in either form. So this is serving as a catch-all list of sorts, and I'm going to go through them in alphabetical order. All right, book 1. Blackbeard's Ghost by Ben Stahl, 1965. I read the 3rd printing hardcover edition, Library of Congress catalog number 65-11022. It was excellent. It was really good. Feel good pirate buried treasure kind of story. Okay, book 2, The Cat Who Saw Red by Lilian Jackson Braun. April 1986 Jove edition paperback. I'll put the ISBN for I think the remaining books in the video description. And that one I do have there's a notes video, so you can check the movie and books lists. I think that has my notes videos, but so does my Lucky Wallaby Career playlist. Okay. Then the 3rd book, The Cat Who Talked to Ghosts by Lilian Jackson Braun, September 1990 Jove edition paperback. Book 4, Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, September 2009 1st edition hardcover. So I think there was no, that's right, Catching Fire. This is alphabetical. Remembered. Okay, book 5, Chronic Resilience, 10 Sanity-Saving Strategies for Women. For Women Coping with the Stress of Illness by Danea Horn, 2013 Conari Press edition paperback. That's one I got from the library. Book 6 is one new. Decision Traps, The 10 Barriers to Brilliant Decision Making and How to Overcome Them by J. Edward Russo and Paul J. H. Shoemaker, 1989. This is the October 1990 first Fireside edition paperback, so it's a few years older than I am. My dad was a decision strategist for Boeing, and so this is one of his books. My only critique is it talks about how using the same decision-making process over and over and over again is not a good decision-making, which actually would mean like if somebody follows the same rules of logic every time and exploits the weaknesses of others, then logic is actually not a good decision-making strategy for those people kind of always being at the detriment of logic. All right, which is one interesting thing. Another, it kind of gives a convergent thinking, so people who make like really rapid decisions or like groupthink or however one wants to call it these days, a little bit of a bad rap. However, I will say there is a place for convergent thinking and people just kind of acting on that initial thing. That's how things can get done super fast in a good way. And it might be these days it's now more bad, and maybe that was true in the past too. But yeah, if everybody thought by logic, everybody be making bad decisions. And exploiting others via logic is, well, immoral and unethical. But this is a good one. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. If none other than to think about how one makes decisions. Okay, the next one, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, October 1998, first American edition, hardcover. Yep, so that was book 7. Book 8, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, 2008. I read the September 2009 first Scholastic printing edition paperback. All right, book 9. Investing in the Second Lost Decade, a survival guide for keeping your profits up when the market is down by Martin J. Pring, Joe D. Turner, and Tom J. Kopas. as the 2012 McGraw-Hill edition hardcover with acid-free paper. Up next, book 10. Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden, February 1999, Vintage Contemporaries edition paperback. It was first published in 1997, right? Okay. Book 11. Flashing. Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, September 2010, first edition hardcover. Okay, and then the last two are new. Book 12. Running Lean, Iterate from Plan A to a Plan That Works by Ash Maurya, 2011, first publishing, and this is the February 2012 second edition hardcover. 22nd release of 8 September 2017 per book front pages. That sounds confusing. Yeah, it was written very different than like a typical book that's just published in final form. It sounded like he kind of shared it, or the author shared it as they wrote it. So there's like a bunch of different releases for the book. And so the last printed edition is 22nd release and was September 8, 2017. This is the second edition. So I'm going, since it's printed in the book, kind of thing, I'm guessing it's that one. I didn't see the other editions or releases of the edition. Okay, so that's this one. This is good. Thinking about, okay, plan A didn't work, or might not be viable, or maybe there's something better. Find a plan that works. Okay, and running lean is like stripping things down to the most basic, what do we want, kind of, or, yeah, finding the root problem, or however one wants to describe it. And then up last, book 13. I've read this book a few times. This is my own book. A Short Guide to Reputation Risk by Garry. It's first published in 2009. This is the 2016 Routledge edition paperback. This is really good. I take notes. I've taken notes each time I've read this, and it's fun because, like, you know, one time I took notes and it was pencil, and then this last time I read it Tuesday 12 September 2023 to Wednesday 13 September 2023, I did black pen notes. So I do layer notes in these books sometimes, and it's fun to see how much my thought processes or takeaways can change, and like read the notes I wrote in the book from last time I read it, or the time before that or whatever, and be like, wow, I was in a very different place in my thought processes then, and what I thought was applicable at that time versus now what I think is applicable at this time. This is a good one, especially if you don't think about like your reputation and what damage to it might mean in a professional market, so to speak. This is a good one for that. A quick read. This is like what, a day, like a 24-hour read each time I've read it, kind of thing. Okay, so that's it. Those are the 13 books I've read thus far in 2023. I'm sharing it in case you want to read something, or you've been following and you want to know everything I've read this year thus far, and there were 3 missing. These 3 were missing, so now you got them. So, happy year of reading, and that's 10 months of reading, and happy 2023, and happy Halloween to you.